welcome everybody to another Jeffrey's Joysticks video, and today we've finally reached the point of testing. So let's not hang about, shall we? Let's see how this thing connects both wired and wirelessly, and to see if everything that I've done to it so far has all been worthwhile. So let's get to it. So off cam, what I did was, because I hadn't installed any drivers or any firmware for the wireless board, I decided to go on the Brook website here and just went to kind of download, and then I just found that, you know, the most common, like I use PS4 controllers for my PC in the living room for my emulation games, so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to try and treat this stick as if it's a PS4 controller. So whether it works or not, we'll venture through this wee journey together. So wireless fighting board, downloaded the manual, downloaded the drivers for it. Now, what I disliked about this was the fact that I had to disable my antivirus, which I'm never too comfortable with at the best of times. But I did it anyway. Did the manual thing. So installed the manual, read through the instructions, basically just more or less. Here we are. No, I'm not using Edge Bolt. So yeah, just downloaded the manual and it just gave me a step by step on how to do it. So yeah, update has to be done on the PC. Make sure it's connected to the internet. Disable your antivirus before executing the program. Yeah, so it's just a case I just downloaded it, extracted it, had the stick connected to the USB, click start for the process to begin updating, and then that's the stage where I am at the moment. So let's try and connect this thing. Let's try it, guys. Whether it works or not, try and wing it anyway. Now that we're into MAME, just had to do some slight jiggery pokery with the ROMs directory. Also off cam, where is it? I also did, yeah, the controls. So yep, done the controls for it. However, I'm not entirely convinced, so I'm just going to go through it again. A heck of a lot of conflict here for the controls, but hopefully that's not gonna. I mean, primarily I'm just here to see if this will actually work. We're wired first. Right, okay. Right, so return to previous. Right, so wireless controller, save settings, return to previous. At least one of the buttons is working. Right, so for what we know, it's number 5 is coin. Slight delay, but that's obviously coming from the wireless keyboard. Oh wow, okay. Let me try this there. Oh, we've got controls, guys. Oh, you like me now? at me. So, as we can see that the controls are working between myself and my neighbour. It's able to pick up the TV. So it's not looking too promising at the moment, guys. So I think I might need to dig in a wee bit deeper, check my wiring, a wee bit more troubleshooting here. TV's gone. Okay guys, so I'm back. So yeah, I've got a sneaky suspicion that there was one wire that I didn't hook in. And I've got my suspicions that there's every chance that the one cable that hasn't been plugged in was either the home or the share button, which I need in order to connect this wirelessly. So I'm just going to go through the tedious process of removing the top panel, gaining access, try a different cable, because during the wiring phase I was more or less very disciplined. It was a case of start button, select button, and obviously didn't think that I would need either the home or the share, because primarily this is meant to be an emulation stick. However, I do need either one of those buttons in order to connect this wirelessly. So I'm just going to, like I said, remove, reconnect, try my hand, and off chance that this particular wire that's loitering in there that hasn't been connected will be the offender. So yeah, I'm just going to get stuck into it, guys. So there you have it, guys. What can I say? It's been quite a journey from the very start. I'm stripping it down to this exact moment. It's not all been a failure. I mean, if there's anything to take from it, it's been an experience. I love the look of the stick, and it functions. That's the main thing. It might not necessarily function 100%. It's a 50-50 mix, which I'm content with. Primarily I'd be playing this more or less on this PC, although I do have emulation capability on the PC downstairs. So I've got that flexibility if I fancy a wee game on the ultra wide monitor, etc. So yeah, just to summarise, guys, that as you can see from the footage, that this PC just had enough. I'd lost Bluetooth connectivity altogether. I had no keyboard, I had no mouse, had to hard shut down, so the PC wouldn't like that. So I've had to resort to a wired keyboard that I used when I used this as an external keyboard during my time in Poland, and a mouse that I'd probably bought from Lidl or Aldi's, one of these cheapy brand things. But do you know what? At times of need, which is what I needed, just for functionality, I'm able to use this PC again. So I can't get my head as to what's going on. I can only really think that the battery and the wireless dock was a dud all along, and that's why it's not going to show as a wireless stick if the battery's dead. And the only reason why we're getting connectivity through USB and there's actually anything being recognised is because the power from the PC is then feeding into the board and drawing, it's getting power that way. So, I mean, for my next stick, the thought was to try a wired board instead of a wireless, but obviously try and branch out on more consoles. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy using this as a wired. At the meantime, I'll get myself a spare battery, try that, and with the next project, it's going to be wired anyway. So instead of me trying like the 20 pin and the 5 pin harnesses that I got just to save time, I'm actually going to try my hand at wiring a stick, as in cutting and crimping wires together and then applying them direct through like the terminal area on the PCB. So that is the route that I'm going to go for on the next stick, and I think I might actually try that as a remedial on this one, so that I can get that, the buttons that are required to connect this wirelessly, I will have those wires in place, so I know that that's the share button, that's the home button, whatever button is relevant to getting this thing connected, I will have those wires in the terminal direct to that specific button. And hopefully that'll point me in the right direction. So guys, all is not lost. It's been a wonderful wee project of mine. Like I said, I love the look of it, and I hope you guys do too. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Have some footage of me finally enjoying the end product, even if it is wired for now. But thanks for joining me on the Pac-Man themed Mad Cat stick here, and I hope that you join me on the new project. It's going to be the same style of stick. It's going to be another one of these. So you'll see the strip down and how I get round trying to remove all that horrible red goo again. Sorry guys, I'm just so tired because with all that troubleshooting last night leading into the wee hours in the morning, and I did some like part editing as well. So I'm going to finish that up also, get it on the socials. I'm going to take it easy for the rest of the day, and I hope you do too, whatever or however you spend your Tuesday. So thanks for joining me all along. And if you have stumbled across this video, then I recommend that you check out the actual Pac-Man themed stick playlist. You can watch the video from the very beginning, from strip down, wiring, some snagging elements, up until this point. So yeah, smash that subscribe button. I'm sorry, so tired. Connect via my socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me on that. If you're a joystick builder and you've just stumbled across someone who's trying their hand for the first time like myself, leave a mention in the comments, whether on YouTube, on the socials. Every comment or criticism is, it's widely agreed. So thanks very much, guys, girls, and all you wonderful people. Hope you enjoyed the journey as much as I have. Just don't get yourself sleep deprived over it like I have. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for following, and I hope you enjoy future content. And I'll just leave it at that, guys. Thank you.